Thank you for tuning in to Cooking with Country. You can use mustard for a binding agent. You don't have to on a pork butt smoke. Actually, it's pretty difficult to dry pork out. If you do use the mustard, you definitely can't taste it. You know, it's not going to affect your smoke. I just use Lowry seasoned salt, nothing else. Do it the same way that I do my brisket. And there ain't a whole lot to it. Sometimes simple is better. This is the way we've been doing it since '95. Back when we just used charcoal. Not a lot's changed. And we're gonna get these babies ready, get them on the smoker. But you just want to cover all sides of it, like so, and it's ready to go on the rack. Alright, we're going to throw these babies on, just the way that they are, straight to the rack, so they hit an internal temperature, 165. Then we're going to bring them off, wrap them in full, put them back on until they hit 203. Then we're going to put them in the cooler and let them rest. Stay tuned. Right there's about 60 pounds of soon-to-be barbecue. Smoking. And first, a word from our sponsor, Takati. This body is sponsored by Takati. All right, we're going to get down to business. Cut. These bad boys are good for that fine shredding. But first, we use the handiest tool there ever was. And we hit them with the bone test. Bone should just pull right out. Should be zero resistance. And this is what you want. We got 6 Boston butts in here. It's roughly about 60 pounds of barbecue. Smoked them for about 15 hours on 225. Let them rest for about 6 or 21 hours in. They're still pretty warm. But now we're going to get them shredded up and packaged. So give me a minute and I'll be right back with you. When I say bone test, I want to kind of come in on this. When you grab that bone, it should just come right out. Shouldn't be nothing to it. That's 3 of them. Well, that one's got something to it. I got her from the wrong end, I believe. Yeah, it's got a hook in it, makes it hold on. But that's what I'm talking about. And there's another one in there somewhere. We'll find it. Anyway, we're gonna bust this barbecue up by hand, best we can. And then I'm gonna take the shredders to it. Shred it up real fine. You wanna let this rest for a while because it's absolutely too hot to deal with your bare hands. I throw them in a cooler for 6 hours. And I mean, it ain't gonna dry them out. You can see what we got going here. I mean, it is not dry at all. And we stayed on there till they got to an internal temperature of 203. At 165, I pulled them off, wrapped them in aluminum foil. You can see the foil in the trash. And then just hit them with the thermometer till they get to 203. And at that external temperature of 225, it takes a while. But slow and low is the way to go. All right. I got quite a bit of bulk shredding before I can get to the fine shredding, so I'm gonna take a break here and I'll be back with you. Plus I'm gonna try to pull some of this fat out and trash it. You don't need all that in there. All right, we about got it all bagged up here. I'm shredding this last little bit by hand. Done what I can with the shredders pretty much. Spaces are too little to really use it on them. But bagged it up in gallon freezer bags, makes it a whole lot easier to handle. Oh man. You're using this amount of barbecue, those aluminum pans will fold up on you. So a lot of times it's just better to get it in place and dump the barbecue over, or have something underneath it to give it some support. But we pretty much got it wrapped up here. That's going to do it for this episode of Cooking with Country. And I wear Baby Yoda shirts.